Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Siri. In today's video I'll be showing you guys how I made this delicious looking moi moi. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Let's get into the video. For the ingredients we'll be needing today, here is my already washed and peeled beans, which is the baba for today. And sitting just next to our beautiful washed beans is my pepper, onion and scotch bonnet. So here I have two big bell pepper already cleaned, and the scotch bonnet, and our already chopped onion, which I'll be blending. Here I also have some crayfish. I'll be using a big and a small crayfish. I'll be using this crayfish whole. I'm not grinding this one. Trust me guys, try this in your moi moi and come back and thank me later. Another thing we'll be needing is our crayfish. I use a lot of crayfish for my moi moi, and also I'll be needing some salt. Yes, we need salt for taste, and also my seasoning cube. This is chicken knorr cube. You can use any seasoning cube of your choice, and our vegetable oil. Let's get started. I forgot to mention another baba for today, which is our sardine. This is our protein that we'll be using for our moi moi today. So I'll be using those 4 sardines for this moi moi. I also forgot to mention I'll be using some all-purpose seasoning as well. So what I do is to blend everything together, the beans, the pepper, the seasoning, the crayfish, everything together. So before I start blending, I soak my crayfish and just set it aside so it can remove all the dirt. So next I just transfer my beans into the blender and I take it to the blender to blend. Boom. So you can see my butter is smooth and looking so good. So this is exactly what I said. I'll be transferring the pepper as well, the onion and the scotch bonnet, and to this I'll be adding the seasoning cube, and also I'll be adding the salt. I forgot to mention as well, I am using 4 cups of beans for this moi moi, and also I'll be adding the all-purpose seasoning I forgot to list at the beginning of this video. After blending, make sure to mix everything together. Remember, you already added your seasoning, so you have to mix very well before you taste for salt, and go ahead to add additional salt as needed. For me, I also like to add more crayfish, which can also substitute for your salt or your seasoning cube and an additional flavor. So after mixing, I'll be adding my sardine oil. So I start first by adding the oil for this whole sardine. This 4 sardine is going to substitute for 1 cooking spoon of my vegetable oil. For 4 cups of beans, I normally use 4 cooking spoons of vegetable oil. Be generous with your vegetable oil while making moi moi, because this is another secret to make your moi moi really soft and moist. Mix the oil into the batter very well and make sure there are no oil floating. Then you start by adding the remaining 3 cooking spoons of your vegetable oil. Do the same and mix everything and make sure no oil is floating. To this, I'm going to be adding my already washed crayfish. Like I said, I will be adding this whole. This takes your moi moi to another level. It gives it this amazing texture and an amazing feeling while you're eating the moi moi. So the next thing I do is to transfer the sardine into a bowl to make it easy for me to work with. While that is done, I'll go ahead to lay my pots that I'll be using to cook this moi moi with some foil paper. So the idea is because I'll be using plastic plates and I don't want it to burn. I don't want any accident. So the best thing is to lay your pot with some foil paper, and also I'll be pouring the water just beneath the foil paper. This moi moi is going to steam and not going to cook directly with the water. So I lay my bowl like so, and then I start transferring the batter into the moi moi plate. So while doing this, I already have some water boiling in the kettle that I'll be using to cook this moi moi. Next, I'll start by adding the fish to the batter. See how pretty this fish is sitting on this batter. Don't you just love it? Don't you feel like just grabbing one out of this bowl? This tastes so good and it was so amazing. See how pretty it looks. These babies are ready to hit the fire. They're ready to be steamed. So what I do is to pour the water, as I earlier said, underneath the foil paper, not on top of the foil paper. This is going to help to steam. And also, I'll keep topping this water throughout the cooking of this moi moi. Our pot is ready, so the next thing I do is to cover the plate and then transfer it into the pot for the cooking process. So I was able to make a total of 13 bowls of moi moi, which I regretted. I could have made more because this moi moi was so delicious. So another thing I do is to cover the pot with some foil paper. Like I said, we are steaming this moi moi. Now our moi moi is ready. Sorry, I forgot to keep track of the time, but I know I cooked this for an hour or a bit over an hour. And also in between the cooking process, I had to switch the plate. I took the down ones up and then took the up ones to the bottom. So I just switched it randomly so everything can cook properly. So to taste your moi moi is okay. I use a skewer. I just dip it in the middle and it comes out clean. It's just like you're baking a cake. It's so easy. So I'm just taking the moi moi out of the pot. See how pretty it's looking? Another way to know your moi moi is okay, it will be separating from the plate. Oh, wow. Look at this beauty. Don't you feel like grabbing one out of this bowl? I know you do, but please don't break the screen of your phone or your computer. So I just want to show you guys how it looks. Just look at this. Just take a look at this, guys. Is this not calling your name? Just let me know in the comment section if you can communicate with this moi moi. It's so soft, so moist, so juicy. Oh my goodness. Just look at that inside, that beauty. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this beautiful moi moi. Yes, I say it's beautiful because it is beautiful. I'll see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also leave your comments. I want to hear your thoughts about this delicious, mind-blowing moi moi. Till next time, bye.